Hi everyone, Kay again. Just thought I would do another quick, kind of a flip through of some little collages that I've made to put in my books, in my journals. This is the one that I started, sort of, not a tutorial, it was really just a, look at what I do thing, which turned out to be kind of difficult because I think I'm really prepared, super prepared with all my bits that I need, but I never am. So it takes a lot longer, and I watched it back and it was a bit boring. Really, not just a bit boring, totally boring. Anyway, this is the little one I started in the previous video. I let that modelling paste dry overnight, and then I got some zig glue, which is like it goes on blue, and then when it goes clear it's tacky, and I just did some gold leafing on the fleur-de-lis. I also stained the gesso that I had painted on there, like just with a wash of sepia watercolour paint, which I kind of like the way it looks. It looks a bit grotty and dirty and, aged somehow. So that's going to go into my, what's it called book? The Three Stooges is in my mind. I don't know why, but it's actually the Three Musketeers. Maybe they did stooge around a bit, who knows. Anyway, I have got a stack of others, little collages that I've been working on also to put in other books, just to try and get my creativity flowing again. It's been a bit hard now that winter is here and it is freezing outside and in the studio, which is where my studio is, outside. So this is one little one that I've made for my steampunk book. I've only really posted images of that on Insta. So I want to create some pages for that are more sort of steampunky, I guess, to just stick in, because I don't really write in my journals, as I have said before. I'll just show you the cover of this. This is my steampunk book that I've been working on. That has got nothing. I haven't even sewn in the signatures yet. They have to get finished and stitched in. But I wanted some artwork that would sort of correlate with the cover. And I've got a little label here I'm going to be putting on, just with a word. I don't know what yet, but anyway, it'll come to me, I'm sure. So here's the first one that I've worked on. Basically, it's just on music or sheet music. And it is, this circle here is wallpaper. Got a friend who very nicely gave me some old wallpaper books that have been discontinued, which has been awesome. Although it's not exactly, it's got like a coating on it, so when you dye it or rub ink on it, it can just wipe off, which can be good and can not be good. So anyway, this is what it is. And this is from a printable. I think it's from Ephemera Garden. Does that sound right? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's where that image came from. I just cut her out and plopped her on there with some extra papers and things, and I just painted these cogs to stick on that I have just pushed through with a brad on all of them. So that'll stick into the book. Here's the next one. Similar, again, in a frame. I think it's a Kaisercraft frame from one of their ranges. I love the frames. And again, music on wallpaper. I did tear along here and just, ink it up like I would try and antique anything. So there's that one. And she, I think, is a freebie download that I just tinted with my Tombos. Which is kind of cool. And here's something else, just no wallpaper in this one, but a bit of stitching, bit of fabric or gauze, or what do you call that? Muslin? Not sure. And not a lot of ink on that one, other than, the background and the stamping. So I haven't decided which book I'm going to be putting that one in, but it'll be in one of them. Another one here, which is also just papers, just put together with a number. You'll notice a lot of 62 or 26 in my works. books here and there. Just always done it. So there's that one. That'll go in as, again, I don't know which book, but one of them. Here's another little one, which is, I've got this thing about circles. I don't know why, it's sort of creeping in everywhere. So this is just book page on some scrapbook paper, I think. And this is from, the image is from a serviette that I've just popped on with some gel medium. That's kind of sweet. I might put a word here or something. It's sort of a bit top heavy. I don't like the way that, it looks unfinished to me. Again, next, 4 little people. There's some stamps. There's a skeleton leaf there. Half a circle. Really doesn't, it's sort of a bit all over the place, this one. There's music, there's some, I think it's Chinese writing or Japanese, not sure. And some script in English, just for something different. So like I said, none of it really relates, but I kind of like the way those things all just went together. So again, just with some gel medium. No stitching on that one. Now these 3 tags here I actually found in another box of things that I went through that I had worked on a while ago, just in a similar vein to the first one that I did with the red and the pushing the paste through a template and then just catching the peaks with the glue and transferring. I think this one is foil, not gold leaf. Yeah, I think it's foil, which is kind of easier to do than the gold leaf, in my opinion. And some stamping, so they'll go in pockets and various places. So there's those. Next is this one, and she's a sweet little girl. Really likes the way I think it's one of Tim Holt's Little People. She's got a little white thing in her hair there. And again, just on card, I must have missed the corner of this one, so patched it up with a little bit of text there, and that's just scrapbook paper as well. But I thought she was very sweet, so I popped her in there. Here's another little girl, little angel. Again, stitching, threads hanging here and there, just on book page, with a bit of stenciling behind. There's that. This one not finished. Don't even know why that's in my stack, but it is. It's just not completed yet, but it'll go in something with a little bit of extra added maybe. Another one, probably for the steampunk book. She seems a bit punky to me. I quite like her too. And again, a Kaisercraft frame from one of their scrapbooky type things. It must have been on, I don't know if I stuck it on something, but it's quite heavy, so that's kind of good. This is an old frame. I thought it needed a bit of something down there, but there's a bit of imbalance now, so might get a more something else happening up here, but we'll see. I quite like that too, and I think this is fabric printed kind of interfacing, this white leaf pattern behind. I think it's an interfacing type thing. That was just stuck on, and of course when you stick it, it becomes a bit more transparent. And little birdies. Again, just a tag to pop in a pocket somewhere. But that is also, although no, that's, I was going to say it's a serviette, but it isn't. It's the Tim Holtz paper, tissue paper with colour on it. It's kind of cute, and there's lots of little birdies on that. This one is just a piece of card with book page first. No, not book page. Also the Tim Holtz tissue paper behind with some text on it. Then I stuck, because we do so much tea staining, I quite often, if the tea bags go a bit, you know, really, really used, I pop them out on the table where I'm tea staining outside, and they dry. Once they dry, I slit them open, get rid of the tea leaves, and this is one of the tea bags from that. So it's perfectly, you know, antiqued, I guess. And I just stuck that over the tissue paper. So that, being a tea bag too, made it very kind of transparent. I could see what was ever underneath, which was good. And then I just did this little birdie from a serviette, and again another layer on top, and it's still, you know, quite thin, so you can still get the text coming through there too. So that's just a little bit of a, you know, look through at what I've been doing. Even though I have not been doing videos, I have been trying to keep myself busy and do things to put into my books, which hopefully I will continue to do, and then once I've filled in a few of them, I can do a bit of a flip through of what is actually in them. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's been so long, but hopefully now I can, keep going. So there's that. See you next time. Bye.